Yulia was an ordinary young girl with an extraordinary bond with her dog, Bronx. She had adopted Bronx from the local animal shelter, and from the moment they met, their connection was undeniable. The two became inseparable, and the bond they shared was a source of joy and comfort in Yulia's life. However, as time went on, Yulia began to experience strange bouts of weakness and lethargy. The mysterious exhaustion began to affect Yulia's daily life, but the strangest part was that it always seemed to hit her in the morning, right after she woke up. One morning, Yulia woke up, her body feeling as though it were made of lead. She groggily opened her eyes and was met with an unexpected sight. Bronx, her faithful dog, was curled up beside her in bed, a sight that had become all too common. It was a peculiar habit he'd developed recently, one that Yulia had tried to discourage. She gently pushed Bronx off the bed, but the dog's mournful eyes only made her feel guilty. The next few days followed the same pattern. Yulia would go to sleep alone, only to wake up with Bronx nestled beside her. No matter how many times she scolded him and tried to explain that his place was on the fluffy mat by the doorstep, the situation didn't change. Yulia's mysterious weakness persisted, and Bronx's insistence on sharing her bed remained a baffling mystery. Growing increasingly desperate, Yulia finally decided to consult a doctor. She described her strange symptoms and the peculiar habit of her dog. After a battery of tests and examinations, the doctor diagnosed Yulia with an allergic reaction to dog hair. She was prescribed medication to alleviate her symptoms, and for a while, it seemed like a solution. But as time passed, the lethargy didn't completely disappear. Yulia's life remained a struggle, and Bronx still occasionally crept onto the bed during the night. Desperate for answers, Yulia reached out to a close friend, Alex, who was a veterinarian. Alex was concerned about Yulia's condition and recommended bringing Bronx to the clinic for special tests to determine what might be causing the dog's unusual behavior. After a week of anxious waiting, the test results came back. The news was more shocking and devastating than Yulia could have ever imagined. Her veterinarian friend sat her down and delivered the terrible revelation that would change her life forever. Bronx had been carrying a rare and dangerous disease, and Yulia had contracted it from her beloved dog. It was likely transmitted through their close contact, especially when they shared a bed. The veterinarian assured her that they had identified the disease early, but it would require extensive treatment and close monitoring to combat it effectively.